The biggest lie I hear new copywriters and email marketers tell themselves is that the success of their emails heavily relies on the subject line. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm ready to completely debunk this myth and help you understand what really matters and moves the needle when it comes to email marketing. If you're new here, welcome, digital hugs to you. Welcome to the Copycats community, where I help people just like you get into freelancing in marketing completely online, remotely, so you can live that digital nomad lifestyle. I specifically focus on copywriting and email marketing because this is what I love the most, and it's what I've been doing since 2019, and I'm so happy to share it with you. I run an email list, I run a course, I also do live workshops, and I have so much to share with you. You can find all the information in the description of this video. So what if I told you that there are actually 6 factors influencing the success of your emails, and subject lines is just one of them? It's like number 5. It's not even that important. Now, I'm not saying be sloppy with your subject lines and just expect people to open your emails, but I am saying that if your emails are not getting opened as much as you would hope for, then you need to understand what is the actual reason for it and how to fix it. If your emails are not getting opened, writing a better subject line is not going to be the solution. Imagine that you're on the lookout for a new backpack, and all of a sudden, you're seeing all the ads that are coming from different brands that sell backpacks. Now, you actually see one that you love and you click it, you go through to the website, and then immediately you get a pop-up that says, hey, sign up with your email and you're going to get 20% off. Now, obviously, you're going to be like, sweet, I really want the discount. So you put your email in, and then they tell you, okay, now go to your inbox, and then you're going to get your code in there. So you head over to your inbox, and then you see that they've sent you the email. So this brand just sent you an email, and the subject line is hi, full stop. Like, this is the most basic subject line ever. Now, what is the likelihood of you opening that email? 100%. You literally love that backpack and you want it. And you know that they're going to send you a discount because they just told you they're going to send you a discount. Doesn't matter what the subject line says, you're going to open it because you want your discount. So anyway, you get your code, you order your backpack, you're waiting for it, super pumped to receive it, and then you get an email from the brand, and the email talks about how to care for your backpack. Then you get another one which talks about how to style your backpack. Then you get another one which tells you about the warranty, like what happens if it breaks and how you can get it repaired with the brand. It doesn't matter like what the subject lines would be, even if they were just a style guide for your backpack, or this is our warranty for your backpack, or whatever, like the most basic subject lines. You would be opening those emails because they're super relevant to you right now. They keep you excited and they keep you thinking about the backpack while you wait for it, and you finding out all these cool things like, oh yeah, like this is useful, I can style it this way, or oh wow, it's good to know that I can get it repaired. And of course, they could go super elaborate and try to make the subject lines really curious and exciting, like the super duper 2024 style guide for your new shiny backpack. But who cares? Like, if anything, that would put you off. I would personally prefer to just see a style guide for your backpack. And they send you an email about accessories that would go well with your backpack. Maybe it's a matching style, a matching color. Maybe it's like an organizer for your backpack. Maybe it's a phone case, whatever. You would be like, wow, that's so cool. Like, this actually matches my, matches my backpack. I find it useful. And then imagine that they send you a discount and you say, hey, you can grab any one of these accessories at 20% off. You're gonna be like, wow, okay, cool. You're gonna buy it. And then again, they're gonna send you emails specifically relating to the accessory that you just bought. And then imagine that they send you emails about their brand, like how they come up with the designs and who is behind the brand and kind of what's happening in the world. You're going to slowly become really bonded with the brand, and you're going to become a fan just because they've kept in touch with you. They made the process fun, relevant, and useful. So what happens is you get into the habit of opening up their emails because the experience you've had so far has been amazing and you love the brand and you're interested to see what else they're going to send you. Now, let's go back a few steps to the point where you discover the brand, you sign up to their emails, you receive your discount in your inbox, you buy the backpack, and then you don't hear from them. You don't hear anything. You get like a delivery note, and that's about it. Like, hey, we've shipped it, and that's it. And then you get your backpack, cool, you're happy with it, you love it. And then about a month after, you get a discount for another backpack. They're like, hey, shop our exclusive backpacks at 20% off. You're going to be like, well, that's cool, but I already have a backpack and I love it and I don't need a new one right now. And then, you don't hear from them again. And then sometime later, again, they send you like, hey, our backpacks are on sale. And you're going to be like, yeah, I don't really need a backpack. How many backpacks do you think I need? Seriously. And then, you're going to be like, well, this brand, they just want to keep on selling me the backpacks, which is cool, but I don't need a backpack. So you're not likely to open up their following emails just because the experience you have had was not personalized. They were sending you discounts for something that you had already bought. And if they knew you, they would have taken that into account that you already bought it, so you don't need another one for at least a year, for example. And it would have been better if they personalized the experience to you and offered you more guidance around the product that you bought, or offered you complementary products. So essentially what would happen in this situation is that you would stop opening the emails, and eventually you would either become like a dead contact on their list that just deletes emails, or you would just unsubscribe because you're not interested in what they're offering. So essentially the moral of the story is that in the first case scenario, it doesn't really matter what subject lines the brand uses, because you would just be naturally interested in the emails because you've had a good and a relevant experience. Now, in the second scenario, it doesn't matter what subject lines the brand would use, doesn't matter how good and amazing they would be, you would be very unlikely to keep on opening their emails. So what I really want you to understand and take away from this video is that the subject line doesn't really matter that much. If you are creating a good experience for your customers because you know them, because you know the journey they go through with the brand that you're working for, then they will just open up the emails because you're sending them something that they actually want. And obviously there are other things that go into open rates. So if the open rates are really low, it could be to do with the health of the list. So they could have a lot of contacts on the list that are not engaged and need to be suppressed. It could be also with the traffic quality. For example, this would happen at the level of targeting with Facebook ads. It could also be an issue with the email domain, and there are some kind of things that can trigger the emails going into the spam boxes, and it's kind of technical, but those also could be a factor. Now, if you want to learn more of the high level advanced email marketing stuff, then there is a link in the description of this video. Click it and you will get all the information that you need about how you can learn that. Of course, if you have any questions, feedback, or comments, or you just want to say hi, leave me comments. I read all of them and I do answer all of the questions.